Jackie, I was so surprised when Emily told me you were here. Where's Samantha?
I left her with the part-time nurse we hired so I could come by and talk to Alan. Alan, I called your office first, but Laurie said you were here and probably wouldn't be back all day.
That's right. I'm spending all of my free time with our new son. We're just going to have lunch. Will you join us?
No, thank you, really. I can't stay. Alan, I just want a minute of your time so I can talk to you about something, and then I better get back to Samantha.
Oh, excuse me. That must be Alan Michael calling you again. Listen, Alan, try and talk Jackie into staying for lunch, okay?
I will. Well, can I get you a glass of wine?
No, thank you.
Would you like to sit down?
No, really, I'm fine.
Jackie, you're awfully nervous. What's wrong?
I'm very worried about Phillip.
Phillip? Did anything happen on the way to Lincolnville?
No. As far as I know, he and Justin are up there already. When I was saying goodbye to him this morning, he seemed as unemotional about leaving as he's been about everything else since he decided to go to Lincoln Prep, which isn't like Phillip at all.
Jackie, tell me what's wrong.
You've got to do something for me, Alan.
I'll try.
Before I tell you what it is, I want you to know that I'm only thinking of Phillip when I ask. And please don't ask me to explain my reasons, because I can't.
All right. What would you like me to do?
I know you're having a new will drawn up.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to barge in unannounced, but nobody answered the front door.
Oh, well, that's all right. Hope and Emily are upstairs with the baby. Here, Trish, hello. Let me help you.
Hi, Jackie.
I wanted to take you to a nice place to thank you for, letting me stay at your house rent-free.
I wish you'd stop worrying about that. I love having you there. I want you to stay as long as you like.
Yeah, I know. I hope I get this interview and I get the job, and then maybe by the end of next month, maybe I'll be living in somewhere.
Oh, did you send that letter to that mysterious bachelor?
Yeah, I did this morning. I just hope he likes it.
Well, look, make sure that if you meet him, you say all the right things. Because if he checks that letter out that you made me write and finds out that I only work in the Maverick hairstyling salon, I'm going to be in big trouble, Nola.
Yeah, but Gracie, all my references were phony, too, in that letter. But the ad said that...
What's wrong?
Hello, Nola. Hello, Mrs. Richards. Hi, Dr. Nelson.
Hi, Nola.
Hi. Oh, this is my friend Gracie Middleton.
Hi.
Hi, Gracie. Nice to meet you. Oh, and that's Morgan Richards. Morgan Nelson.
Hi.
So, I hope you're going to be staying in Springfield a little longer, are you?
Just a couple of more days. I'm sure I'll see you around the hospital.
Well, I hope so. You know, the more I see you, the more I see the family resemblance between you and Kelly.
Really? Well, thank you. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you.
Bye. He's nice looking for an older man.
You want to see his son.
Really? Wait a minute. Nelson. Kelly Nelson.
Gracie, come on, turn around. Don't be so obvious.
Isn't that the guy whose son you were going to marry?
Gracie,
Kelly Nelson.
Gracie, come on. Morgan's going to tell everybody that we don't have manners. Now, come on.
Oh, does she work at Cedars, too?
Yes, she's a volunteer. She's an 18-year-old little selfish brat that thinks she's so much better than everybody else.
She seemed friendly to me.
Oh, well, she just acts nice because she thinks she's on top of the world, but, well, that's going to change really fast. Why do you say that? Because I'm going to see to it. If it's the last thing I do, which it won't be.
Why isn't important, Ted? All I'm saying is we've got to move and get something on Diane Ballard fast. Oh, because I've got to nail that broad for good, that's why. No, nothing personal. I'm just dedicated, and these clients I'm working for are offering me and you a big bonus if we can find the proof they're looking for. Well, think about it. There's a pattern there. This broad's turned every company she's ever worked for into a personal bank account for herself. And once she got what she wanted, she split. So take that and go with it, all right? Say that again? You can't prove she was part of all that, can you? Well, it's an intriguing thought. You know, so intriguing, in fact, that I just might fly out there and see if there could be any connection. Yeah, who is it?
Carrie!
All right, come in.
That was enthusiastic. What happened to you?
Oh, I cut myself. It's my own fault.
Move this, let me see.
It's nothing serious, really.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I was holding a pencil. I was in the middle of an argument with someone. I didn't realize how upset I was getting until
So you broke it in half. Ross.
It was either the pencil or my opponent's neck.
Oh, come on. Don't say things like that. People will take you serious.
If you had heard that argument, you'd know how serious I am.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This portion is presented by New Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup. And by Pert, the shampoo for bouncing and behaving hair.
Don't you think it's just a little early in the day to be quite so dramatic?
I don't know, I suppose. You know how it is. You get carried away with emotion.
Well, not so you threaten to take somebody's life, even in jest.
Let me prove to you that there is no danger.
You be careful of that hand.
Yeah. Listen, I want you to pay little attention to what I'm saying lately.
Well, there's some things I really like to pay a lot of attention to. In fact, I'd like to believe them.
Well, yeah, you can believe everything I said about us.
Are you sufficiently calmed down to tell me what that heated argument was about?
I'd like to apologize to you for being such a poor student.
Meaning what?
Well, here it is. You took so much time to teach me how wasteful negative energy is, and I guess I blew it.
Oh, Ross, everybody deserves a slip now and then.
As long as those now and thens don't occur that often,
right? Do you know that your incredibly blue eyes are much more incredible when you simply assert yourself and tell people who you are and what you stand for?
I guess I'll have to remember that.
Have I asked you yet if you're available for lunch?
No, you haven't. No, but I will be. Let me see, I'll come to your office around 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's a good idea, Ross. It's 1.
Oh, you're kidding. No wonder you looked so good when you came in. We've been away from each other for a whole 4 hours.
You bet. And you ran out of the house so fast when Jackie called that I didn't get a chance to give you one of these.
I certainly didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I came to see Alan, but I can see it's pretty hectic here, so I'll get out of your way.
No, don't leave. We can go into the library and talk.
Alan? Emily's going to take care of the presents and flowers.
Oh, thank you, Trish.
My pleasure. Jackie, I can't wait to get a visit with you and Samantha. Now, I know you're busy, so you're going to have to give me a call when you have a free afternoon.
Well, I'm going straight home after I leave here now. I'll be there all day.
Oh, I can't today. Vanessa and I are having our first official meeting for the Copper Lantern.
What does Vanessa have to do with the Copper Lantern?
Well, she's going to be my partner. Didn't she tell you?
No, she didn't. Then I haven't been in the office much lately, so no one has told me anything.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, look who decided to come to the party.
Oh, he was putting up a big fuss because he was up in his nursery, and he heard everybody down here, and he got jealous. He said, I want to come down and see everybody.
Let me see.
Alan, he's adorable.
Oh, thank you, Trish. Oh. Yeah, your father and brothers must think me very rude, having spent so little time with them all week.
No, not at all. Diane explained that you were busy and that you had made her your official hostess, and they weren't slighted in the least.
Good. I hope she explained why I was so busy.
Well, I don't know about that, but I can tell you that my father's forgotten what having children's all about, and my brother Josh has never been married, so he wouldn't understand, and Billy's a lot like Dad and pays a little too much attention to business.
Well, you tell Billy for me that I made that same mistake, and I'm still paying for it.
Billy wouldn't take advice from me, certainly not after Andy.
Trish, we all make mistakes. You're still young. You've got plenty of time to get on with your life.
Well, I certainly hope that I can have a successful marriage someday, particularly when I look at Alan Michael. Hope he's such an accomplishment. Yes, he is, isn't he? But listen, Dad, I better get him away from you before he gets too active, and then he won't want to take his nap. And he won't take his bottle, and he won't take his bath.
Yeah, when you're ready to give him his bath, darling, let me know. I'll come upstairs.
Okay.
I guess we better go, too.
Really?
Yeah, I promised Trish I'd get her right back to the hospital. We're going to have lunch with Father.
Oh, listen, we'll come back. And Trish, you come back again soon, all right? Oh, thanks, Hope. I'd love to. Okay, say goodbye to everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alan, good seeing you. Jackie, you call me.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mike.
Well, we can still go into the library and talk.
No, Alan, that's okay. Look, I really shouldn't have said anything until I'd had a chance to talk to Justin first.
Jackie, even though I've given you and Justin custody of Phillip, I still feel responsible for him. So you must tell me what's on your mind.
Ross told us that you've decided to draw up a new will now that you and Hope have a new baby.
Excuse me, but if you're afraid that I'm going to cut Phillip out of my will, you can relax. Even though you have custody, I still think of him as my son. I wouldn't do that to him.
You don't understand, Alan. I'm not asking you to leave him anything. In fact, just the opposite. I want you to take Phillip out of your new will completely, for his sake.
Jackie, how can you stand there and ask me to do such a thing?
I told you, Alan, I'm only thinking of Phillip.
I may have given you and Justin custody of Phillip, but as far as he and the rest of the world are concerned, he's still my son. And as my son, he has a right to share in my estate with my other children.
I wish I could explain all my reasons
Look,
to
you may
Alan,
have
but
forgotten
I can't.
how threatened he was when he found out that Amanda McFerrin was my daughter, but I haven't. And you must realize that his so-called unemotional behavior, as you've been calling it, has to do with your baby and now with Alan Michael. Good God, Jackie, the boy feels abandoned enough. I can't turn my back on him by cutting him out of my will.
I realize all that.
I don't think you do, or you wouldn't have come here with this suggestion.
If I was able to explain all my reasons to you, Alan, I know you'd agree.
Then please do explain it to me. But before you do, I want you to know that I have instructed Ross to have my new will drawn up and ready to be signed by late tomorrow afternoon. Why are you staring at me like that?
There. Think that'll work a little bit better than the handkerchief?
You always carry a first aid kit around in the purse, which I'm surprised you haven't lost again.
I beg your pardon. I'll have you know I haven't lost this purse since Jackie and Justin's.
Oh, my, you sound very pleased about that.
Well, I am. It's a terrible curse to be forgetful.
Oh, Carrie, come on. You only lose the little unimportant things.
It's the little unimportant things that drive you right up a wall.
Yeah, well, don't go too far the other way. I really enjoy that quirk in your personality. It's humanizing, you know.
What do you mean?
I couldn't stand you if you were absolutely perfect.
Oh, boy, we better get out of here fast before you find out it's not my only flaw.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, look out.
My hand is fine.
I'm not worried about your hand. It's the Band-Aid. I'd look stupid walking down the street with it stuck to my back.
Yes, you would. How do you do that? You always manage to make me laugh, even when I'm in the worst moods.
Maybe you don't take me seriously.
You're the most serious and wonderful thing that's ever come into my life. Just hope you haven't arrived too late.
Too late for what?
Never mind. Don't know what I'm saying these days.
I think you do, and you've come up with some very curious statements today.
Must be that nutritious cereal you fed me.
I think you're right, and you're definitely getting eggs and bacon tomorrow. Now, please, could we get out of here? Hi, Diane. We're just going to lunch.
What happened to you?
Had a little office accident.
Oh.
Hope it won't slow you down drawing up that new codicil to Alan's will. You know, he wants it by tomorrow afternoon at the latest.
Diane, it is already drawn up. It simply has to be typed. I have a secretary to do that, so you don't have to worry about it.
Who said I was worried?
Oh, I wouldn't mess with him, not today. The truth is, he was having a heated argument with someone on the phone just before I came in here, and he got so frustrated, he broke a pencil in half and cut his hand.
Oh, how awful.
Save your sympathy for the other guy.
Why?
Well, because he really wanted to snap his adversary's neck.
Oh, imagine that.
Carrie, could we get out of here? I could use some fresh air.
Sure. Do you want to go to the park instead?
I don't really care where we go, just so long as I get out of here.
See you later, Diane.
Enjoy your lunch.
We will.